How much sympathy can I have for Immoral? I want to just start there.
Wait, HH, can you please zoom into my AVI quickly?
How much? No, I'm not sure what this AVI is.
Where is my son Bukayo? I want to know where my son Bukayo is.
We'll get it. No, so how much sympathy can I have for Immoral? And what do I mean by this? We told you this guy's garbage. We told you. Because, see, this is going to be an expose of Arteta, because I cannot wait to hear what Money says, because this is an expose of Arteta. Because arrogance can be good, but you have to understand how to use your arrogance. Because, we understand it because you have to understand how bad this result is for Arsenal. This is a really, really bad result because we have to now face reality here. This is the reality. You are not winning the league. You have to accept that. If you still believe you're going to win the league, you're bloody stupid. You're a moron. Arsenal not winning the league. Get that freaking Mickey Mouse, Lemony Crickets, whatsoever, Mary Poppins, Disney Plus out of here. You're not winning the damn league. It's not happening. That's the first thing. Second thing is, don't you dare even think about winning the UCL. I think Arsenal could get far. I think they could actually get far, but you're not winning it. You know what I mean? Semis max, which is pretty good. If you know, for something you've not been in for a long time, that's pretty good. So this was the only trophy realistically Arsenal could win this season. And you knew Liverpool are playing on Wednesday. So this have an eye, okay, well, so first team, strong team, win. And that's first half you should have won. But the issue here is because there are so many dimensions, because first of all, let's look at Nketiah. Because of one season, you gave him the jersey number of your greatest ever player? Because of one season.
It's one game,
Okay, fine. Because of one game or whatever, or like because of a purple patch. You gave him the jersey number of your greatest ever player. Jesus came out and said, I'm not a finisher. That's not what I do. I don't finish. And you saw what Havertz was doing for Chelsea. You saw him in all these seasons, and he said, you know what? I'm going to put 60 million on him. You're psycho. And guys, you see, because I wanted to expand upon this based on my reaction. Liverpool, man, this is a massive dub. Massive dub. You see, for me, whenever I analyze, I look at things on a psychological level. Not just the results, on a macro psychological level. Forget the results. This was without Salah. This was without Salah.
Van Dijk.
Without Salah, yes. Without Van Dijk. So in that first half, I was like, because in that first half, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be a rough few games. So I was like, okay, Arsenal, they're going to win like 3-0, 4-1. And I'm going to be like, man, how are these guys going to survive without Salah? God damn. But what do all experienced teams do? If your back's against the wall, stay in the game. Stay in the game. And shout out to Ram, I think Mike even said it in a halftime Twitter space. Liverpool, they had like one shot on target, they were destroyed. What is the most important stat? Top left-hand corner. So, experienced teams know that when we're not playing well, stay in the game. Just stay in the game. Get beat up, get destroyed, but just stay in the game. Because as long as it's 0-0, you're still in the game. You're still in the game. You know, shots on target and chances don't win in games, goals do. And Liverpool just said, okay, because this is how football always works. That team that keeps on getting chances, they get frustrated, they lose focus, they lose character, then that is when the other team can now quietly creep. So Liverpool were like, okay, they'll get frustrated, slowly get back to the game, make plays, set piece, boom, goal. And then at that moment, Arsenal were done. So it was about, is it going to be 1-0 or 2-0? Because mentally, psychologically, Arsenal were like, oh my God, we've lost back-to-back. We needed to win this game. We should have won this game in the first half. And we are down 1-0 against a team that we should be beating. Mentally, psychologically, they were done. And we know, remember, the triumvirates of champions, character, personality, talent. Arsenal have the talent. The talent is there. Now, the talent is not playing well. The talent is there. This Arsenal do not have the character or the personality. They don't. And for Liverpool, they've shown that they have all three. Now, the talent thing is like, because I'm still not sold on the Gak or Darwin Nunez, but we know that this team has character and personality. And this was the game in which they showed their character, which was about, you got beaten, you got destroyed, you still managed to squeeze it and win the game. So for me, I don't think, because I'm sure I'm going to go Mike and everyone in. This is a huge victory for Liverpool, because do you know what this says? Bring on February. That we now know that we can win. Forget about playing well. Win. I would rather play badly and win than play well than lose. Now, obviously, you can't play badly for 300 billion games, but the name on the game at this level, remember, this ain't telling you at this level, it's about winning. Arsenal played well in that first half. You played really well. Who cares? You lost the game. So, for me, I don't know where Arsenal go from here, because the issue for Arsenal is how do they react? How do they react in the next league game? Because my worry is I'm seeing similarities to last year, where loss, and they just unraveled. Because think with the Arsenal team, because they don't have character, once things unravel, they don't know how to course correct, and they just go tumbling down. So, Lord only, because again, so yes, Crystal Palace at home, that is going to be a hugely pressurized game. Palace also need the points as well. So for us, it's going to be crazy. But for Liverpool, man, huge. This is huge. This is huge for Liverpool, because, I mean, look, all Klopp can say is we have to do better than we did in our first half. So, but I think all he can say, look, work on the creativity, the playmaking, and just how this team can operate without Salah. Because look, you've had Salah for such a long time. It was hard to know, okay, now what do we do when Salah is not there? So all Klopp can take away in terms of improvements is we have to just play better and actually come with a strategy without Salah for 90 minutes rather than 45, because Liverpool could have very easily lost this game. If Arteta didn't have a Bournemouth called Havertz, they could have lost this game. But at the end of the day, the results speaks volumes, man. So remember, guys, like that vid, please hit subscribe. Like the vid, please hit subscribe, man. So, what you might call it? Mikey, talk to me, bro.
I thought you wanted to keep on cooking Arsenal, because right now, damn, how the hell? You know what? As Patrice Evra said, I love this game. I love this game because we were horrific today.
Facts.
Absolutely dog shit. We should have not won this game. They outplayed us in the first half, but you know what we showed in the second half? Mentality. I know people don't want to hear it because it's Liverpool fans and this sort of stuff, but we showed mentality. We showed character in that second half because we were getting absolutely destroyed. Klopp makes some changes, puts Diaz on the right wing, Nunez on the left wing, which, okay, we're going to go with that, I guess, now for this period that Salah's gone. And we turned the game around and we won it. And I know you want to talk about Havertz, HH, because now we're going to cook Arsenal, because I think...
Oh, we have to cook there, yeah.
But what about Saka?
I was going to speak on that.
Where is my son, Bukayo? Where is he?
Here's the thing, though, Mike. I always use the example of credit in the bank. Obviously, Saka needs to
Wait, what credit does he have in the bank? What does he want in his career?
Well, before last season, before the World Cup break, because let's be real, Saka was a big reason why Arsenal could have almost won that league. We can't take that away from him. Now, look,
no. You said the key word there.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, Mike.
No, you said almost. You didn't say they won it. You said almost.
Oh no, but Mike, for Arsenal though. Okay, so Mike, for Arsenal, who should be if you're Arsenal or an Arsenal fan, who should be critiqued more for Arsenal, Havertz or Saka? Havertz, you've not done anything for Arsenal, really.
Oh no, 100%. Like Havertz should get the most blame, but it's not his fault that the manager decided to sign him for 65 million.
Oh, like, true. No.
Yeah,
like
that's
a brick is a brick.
I think that's more on Arteta, the Havertz signing, than Havertz himself, because we all know we're not scouts, we're not managers, we're not in the football industry. I mean, HH is sort of as content creator, but we all knew that Havertz is gonna be a bozo signing, and look what happened. You play him left center midfielder, you play him cam, you play him striker, false nine. It doesn't matter. The guy is horrendous. But Bukayo Saka, I think he's a very good player. But he hasn't shown up recently. He hasn't. When his team need him, he's very young and he's going to have hopefully a very good career. But these are the moments. Arsenal have 1 win in 7 games.
Jeez.
1 win. We're not even in March or April, where we usually associate Arsenal of bottling.
That's a horrible stat, man.
January, it's minus 30 Celsius here in Finland, and they're already bottling it. Come on, Arsenal. I had some faith in you guys this season. I said I've been very consistent with them all season. I said, okay, they're not playing the greatest, but at least they're getting the victories, and that's some championship mentality. Now, I mean, these signings are not looking good, Arteta, and he's going to take them. They have backed him. No Arsenal fan, no neutral can say, oh, Arteta wasn't backed. Maybe he could have. No, this guy has been backed with signing after signing. He got 100 million for Rice, 65 for Havertz, and right now it's not going so well. They should.
Okay, so Mike, let me say something. Let's be controversial. Was last season a fluke?
No, I think
you're going there.
Wait, hold on. So, Mike, was last season a fluke?
No.
Can I speak after Mike?
Hey, cool.
They played well enough. I think everybody can agree with that. They played the second best football in the league until it got to a certain point, and then they fizzled out, basically. They're still a very good team. But I think the problem for Arsenal is Arteta just wants to be Pep so badly. He wants to score the perfect goal every single time. You need to be ruthless. Why do you think Pep went to get Haaland? He wants somebody to be ruthless and get the goals. And I know, HH, you're not the biggest Haaland fan, but that was the difference in them getting the treble. So that's what Arteta should have done. He should have went out and gone on a striker that's ruthless and will get them the goals, like an Osimhen, like a Lois Apendo who went to RB Leipzig, one of these guys. Maybe that would have been the difference. Now, Nketiah, Jesus, Reece Nelson, Havertz. If I'm an opposing defender, I'm not scared of them. Not at all.
So 100 mil was Rice needed based on what Arsenal were last season? I think was Rice needed.
I think so because, well, I'm not going to speak on Partey off the field, but, you know.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, yeah.
So I think they kind of needed a player like Rice, and I think it was a good signing. Now, obviously, is it 100 million? No, but it's inflated market. We've talked that many times. I just think they really needed a striker. That's what they needed badly. And you're getting somebody like Havertz. Go get a striker. Get somebody who can be ruthless. Some of these players are just not ruthless enough. Martinelli, Saka, they need somebody who's just going to say, no matter what, I'm going to get them the goal.
No. But see, that's why I say was last season a fluke, because last season Saka was amazing. Martinelli was amazing. I see. Now, I'm not keeping for Saka because for Saka, no, he's been trash and garbage. But I said this last season. I said that that West Ham game, when Saka missed that penalty, bench him. He's young. He's never been in this position. Huge pressure. Take him out of the firing line, bench him. But Arteta stupidly tried to play a young player out of bad form. No, that works for an experienced player. Like an experienced player, he can play out of it. For a guy who is young, has never been in this situation before, which is like a possible title race, after missing a penalty and the kind of shame that comes with that and how you've let down your club, take him out of the firing line. Chill, but he played him, and he's not gotten out of that. You know,
but
so I put it on Arteta.
But quickly on Liverpool.
Yeah.
Like I said at halftime, I don't care how we play today because it's a cup competition. Just get the victory. And that's what we did. Now, a lot of Liverpool fans, and I'm going to call a lot of them out because a lot of them on social media are saying, sell Diaz. They're saying, Lucho. No, I know, HH. It sounds crazy
Yeah, I
to me.
saw
I know.
that.
He hasn't been playing well, so I can understand them. But you have a guy like talented like Diaz, and you're saying, sell him, sell him, sell him. This is the moment. This is why I need Diaz. He had a horrible first half. Second half, moves to the right wing, playing a lot better. And he's got to come up clutch for us because I don't trust any. I have zero faith in Darwin doing anything during this period that Salah is gone. So Diaz has to be that guy, and I hope he can do it because
you know what I think it is? I think it's a mental thing. Because, again, this is how sports works. For Colombia, he's the guy.
Oh, yeah.
So once you're the guy, you play differently. For Liverpool, Salah is the guy. So mentally, psychologically, Diaz knows that, no, this is Salah's team. I'm here to help him. But now, with Salah now gone, if Klopp says, no, Diaz, you're the guy, win us the game, we are now looking to you, going forward, mentally, he'll now turn into the Colombian Luis Diaz. Because once he now says, okay, I now have that agency to now really be the guy. Because look, no matter what, if Salah is there, because of what Salah has done, players know when there's a bigger player there.
That's
and they know when to defer. And they will now attune their game based on the player that's around them, which is what Benzema did not know. It's Cristiano. He's got more skill in the game than me, so I have to defer to him. Once he went, he switched his psychology and his approach. So I think for this run of games, and when I look at the Diaz, for me, I'll go raise it's Diaz and Tata. Tata and Diaz are the two guys, because, bro, Tata, I think, was man of the match on that pitch, bro, because I think that guy, he balled out. So I think that they have to be like, you know what, with Salah now gone, we have to now, in that first half, nobody wanted to take responsibility. Everyone's okay, pass here, pass it. No. Give me the ball, boom, play make. Nobody wanted just to grab the ball and, okay, let me be the guy to now try and originate. Everyone's okay, pass. Let's
be honest, though,
the guys will defend, but there has to be a guy who says, I want to take responsibility.
Yeah, 100%. But let's be honest. Klopp tried to throw this game away with the two sub-team.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, what the hell are these dudes? I've never seen these guys before.
Well, we don't really have anybody because players are injured and then Asia Cup and AFCON. But he threw the two kids on and they played amazing. And we still won the game. I love this game. Oh, yeah.
Can I speak on this, Kate?
Okay. Let me come to Money Mace and then...
No, but
can I speak on this?
Actually, you know what? No. Actually, no. Let me come to Jamal because Money Madrista, Jesus. Okay, Jamal, talk to me.
Yeah, man. You know, this Arsenal thing is funny.
Come to you, Jamal.
Yeah, this Arsenal, they're so funny, man. You know when guys was always saying, "Oh, it's a tight race, it's a 3-horse race." I always say no. You know the reason why? Because Arsenal do not have any world-class players. They have guys who are on the verge, like Saka, maybe Rice, maybe Saliba, but they have 0 world-class players. And you want to fight with Manchester City and Liverpool, who have bona fide world-class players. Bro, Salah, Van Dijk, Alisson, Klopp, Trent. That's 5. I don't even have to go by City. It's nearly the whole team. Arsenal have 0, and their manager is not world-class as well. So when guys keep saying, oh, Arsenal in the title race, bro, 0 world-class players. These guys are young, man.
Okay, so Jamal, on that point, I'm asking again, was last season a fluke?
I wouldn't say it was a fluke, but I'll say they overpushed. What I mean by that is, in their development, last year not supposed to happen. They're supposed to finish at least top 4th last season, and then carry on, keep kicking on. But everyone else was so bad because Chelsea and Liverpool were so bad. These guys say, you know what? We could win this. And City, the drop-off from City was bad last year.
Actually, you know what's no story? Wrong words. Was last season an anomaly? Like, for instance, Leicester City winning the league was an anomaly. So for us last season, was that an anomaly?
Yeah, it was. It was because these guys are not ready yet. Because I'm going to say it again, they have 0 world-class players. But Havertz, man, I don't know why guys are surprised. Because Havertz always give you 5-6 quality games. And you say, you know what? This guy, he has talent. And then he does this. He gives you 20-15 horrible games. This is what Havertz is. Because you remember when Arsenal fans was gas. When they were saying, oh, Havertz turned a corner. No, this guy scored a Champions League final and was still trash. Havertz just gives you 5-6 quality games and he brainwashes you. But he's trash, man, overall. And on Liverpool, man. You know, we actually, until it was 70 minutes, we actually said, Arsenal, you want this game. Bro, we was asking them, do you want it? Because we don't want it. We're playing Wednesday. We don't want it. And these guys was like, Umen and Aaron. And we say, okay, let's play football now. And we turn up. That's literally how it was. But I want to call out you, HH. Because last year, you was on Klopp neck. You said we should have sacked this guy. You said, oh, we can't rebuild a team. What they call it, 7-season syndrome. He's on top of the league. They're wrong at 16 in the Europa League. Semi-finals at the Carabao Cup. And in the 4th round at the FA Cup.
No. I'm going to give props to Klopp. Again, we are, the streets are praying for Liverpool, Chelsea, Carabao Cup final. So that's one thing. FA Cup.
No one is praying for that. No.
Yes, we are. So look, see,
No one is praying for you.
if Klopp manages to win this league or even the Europa League, I'm like, you know what? That's a dub. That's a dub.
I know we're on a high, but I don't think we're going to win the EPL. I don't think this team is ready yet, but I think we can win the Carabao Cup and I think we can win the European League. And that's a good season to build on. So yeah, man, that's all I want to say. But I gotta go. So come on, Liverpool, come on, and peace out, guys. Arsenal will always be trash. Peace out.
AK, talk to me, bro. AK, money missing. I'll take your jobs.
HH. First of all, I just want the panel to repeat after me.
Well,
3, 2, 1. Shamina mina, waka, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. Shamina mina,
Nah. This ain't it, boss. This ain't it, boss.
I am not repeating that. I'm sorry.
This ain't it.
I also have some facts. Actually, I have some very important facts to say here. So February 27th, 2020. Arsenal 1, Olympiacos 2. Arsenal are eliminated in the Europa League round of 32. FA Cup, August 1st, 2020. Arsenal win the FA Cup. Shout out to them. Premier League 1920. Arteta finishes 43 points behind first place. Carabao Cup, December 22nd, 2020. Arsenal 1, Man City 4. FA Cup, Jan 23rd, 2021. Southampton 1, Arsenal 0. Europa League 6/5/2021. Villarreal 0, Arsenal 0. Arsenal are out of the Europa League. Premier League 2021, we know what happens. FA Cup 9/1/22. Nottingham Forest 1, Arsenal 0. Carabao Cup Jan 20th, 2022. Arsenal 0, Liverpool 2. Premier League 21-22, bottles top 4 and finishes 24 points behind first place. September 11th, 2022, Carabao Cup, Arsenal 1, Brighton 3. Jan 27th, 2023, Man City 1, Arsenal 0, FA Cup. Europa League, March 17th, 2023, Arsenal 1, Sporting Lisbon 1, Arsenal lose on penalties. 2022-23 Premier League, Arsenal finish 5 points behind first place after leading for 93% of the season. Carabao Cup, September 2023, West Ham 3, Arsenal 1. And FA Cup, Jan 7th, 2024, Arsenal 0, Liverpool 1. Out of 16 possible trophies in Mikel Arteta's Arsenal reign, he has bottled 15 of them. 1 out of 16. For a team that people tell me should have 9 players in a combined 11 with Real Madrid, for a team who say they
said bring on Real. They said bring on Real.
They said bring on Bayern Munich. They said bring on Inter Milan. They said bring on Atletico Madrid. They said we're going to win the Champions League because it's at Wembley. They're out of the FA Cup. They're out of the Carabao Cup. I don't know if they're going to win the Prem. I don't know if they're going to win the UCL. Mikel Arteta, I'm looking dead in the eye of you. Because you signed this guy for 65 million. It's all great, he cost 65 million, he's trash. We knew he was trash. You signed him for 65 million. And that's where I got the first red flag for Arsenal. The fact that you don't go for a ready-made, bona fide star like a James Maddison, like a Lucas Paqueta, like a Mohamed Kudus. who could go into that team and immediately change something.
Okay, but what do you think Arteta's logic was in getting Havertz?
Because
Was it just arrogance? Says, "Oh, I'll be the guy who now gets the best out of him because no one understands him better than me."
Exactly. Like, he wanted to almost create his own prototype of what he thought of as a player or thought of as a profile for the system that he played. Instead of saying, hey, give me the best possible midfielder on the market and I will try to incorporate him to make my system look good. There was no need to get Havertz, HH. Let's be real. What was the need behind Kai Havertz? There was no need. So that's my problem here. I also have to talk on Lukayo Maka. Did you see some of those misses today? That was Werner-esque. That was Werner-esque.
So are you going to say, okay, Saka, bad form, fatigue,
Yeah.
or overrated?
It's a combination of all. I personally don't think I think he's a very good player.
Yes.
I don't think he is rated. I don't think he is as good as what certain Arsenal fans
Definitely
rated.
not, no.
People saying he's as good as Salah, he's as good as this guy. No, he's not that level. I also think that, bro, you can't be the same level having played like 80-something straight games. Like, that's just not possible. And you can see he's quite clearly tired, both mentally and physically. Those chances, he didn't miss because he's not good. He missed because he's not sharp. So he needs an extended rest from the team. Again, that's another transfer mistake that Arsenal made. No backup for Bukayo Saka, no one to compete with Bukayo Saka. And that, I think Havertz we talked about. I thought Arsenal for the midfield actually looked better for Arsenal, if I'm being honest. That Jorginho Rice thing works better than the Rice Havertz thing, but I said that before.
Yeah.
On Liverpool, I mean, this is just an example, a team that Liverpool didn't possibly, you could say Liverpool's 3 best players over like the past couple games. None of those 3 were there. Salah, Endo, Van Dijk. The Liverpool's 3 of their best players over the past couple games.
Trent, you have to mention Trent as well.
Yeah, but they still were able to, despite being under the cosh for 60 minutes of the game, they still, took their chances when they needed to, and that's a team. That's a winning team.
Yeah.
Arsenal, they're not a winning team. They're a good team that can't win. And I'd ask you, HH, what's the difference between Arteta's Arsenal and Poch's Spurs? Both play good football, both have good players, but both can't, rise up. There's no difference.
Oh, no, look, my thing is, again, this is why I keep asking the question, was last year an anomaly? In terms of, no, you're not a consistent title race team. That was just an anomaly where, this is random. You're actually not supposed to be here. Fine, but what Aslan told me was that, oh no, we've just gone ahead of schedule. But this is our upward trajectory. And I always said that no, this is not a title-winning team. Last season was an opportunity to steal and thieve a league title while no one is looking.
Also, I think, I don't think it's an anomaly per se. I think, for me, I've always had the belief that if Arsenal bought a different number 8 and kept the way they were playing from last year, they'd be nearby the same position. Because I don't think that's an anomaly. I think these players are good enough to play the way they did last year. They played some very good football last year. Let's not just throw that away. But I think even last year and the year before, they still showed signs of bottling it. It just happened far earlier this year. And I think that's because Arteta decided to change the style. He wanted to... This guy is turning into the Spanish Van Dijk. Why are you going for Amadou Onana? Are you trying to be like this second ball winning team now? From last year when you were playing tiki-taka 1-2s, now you want to be the second ball winning team with aerial duels and all that stuff?
Okay, wait, so hold on. Let me quickly text on basic, then I want to come to Money Mist and everyone else. So shout out to your boy, Tony Montana. Puts down the dog called Win. Oh, you mean, is this Nunez?
No, Arsenal they got a dog last season, and the dog is called Win.
And motivation.
Motivation, yeah.
Well, I thought you knew that shit.
Okay.
It's a cute dog. It's a cute dog.
All right. I don't care. Shout out to King Deuce. Bro. Hey, hold on. When am I getting it? So, bro, they got Skittles up front. Arteta is a brick with sunflowers for players. Look, again, my thing is, guys, did you see Havertz's attempt at a shot?
What about the header from the corner, bro?
Oh yeah, but the weird thing though is that he's not a striker. For Chelsea, was he clinical? He may score once every blue moon. So, how do you look at what he did for Chelsea? You know what? This is the answer to our finishing issues. Huh? It's like, did you see him for Chelsea? Like, that's why when they put 60 million, I was like, oh, okay, take it. But I mean, shout out to Ifman. HH jinx Arsenal to win. HH jinx Arsenal to win the EPL. Liverpool will beat Chelsea in the League Cup final again, as Liverpool wins their 10th League Cup. Arsenal goes trophyless and Chelsea goes mid-table again. Well, if my last I checked, I don't think you're Nostradamus. So, and also we have unfinished business with Liverpool, who stole both our FA Cup and our La League Cup that season. So what? So this is called. You know what? Let me not tempt it. Let me just do that. Let me just keep silent and everything.
You've tempted it already.
And also, if man, like, you can't jinx bricks. You can't jinx. How do you jinx Lil Bro? Lil Bro will always Lil Bro. Lil Bro will always Lil Bro. It's 20 plus years since they've won a major trophy. They've 0 UCLs. Last time they won a major trophy, which is the league, was 20 years ago. I'm sorry, Lil Bro will always Lil Bro. Shout out to your boy Sharon, man. 1 win in the last 7 after saying, give us Real. Arsenal fans just have to relax. Bukayo Sania being compared to Philip Walter Foden.
No, HH. Some people were calling him Mamadou Sakho up front.
Look, Arsenal fans are the issue. But here's the thing. I told you, my best friend, shout out to Bill Hambley. Arsenal fan, but he is a sensible Arsenal fan. Don't just paint Arsenal fan with one paintbrush. Just as how some Liverpool fans are like hardcore cultists. Not all Arsenal fans are delusional. So you can't just the Arsenal fans I know are very sensible people. But the Arsenal fans on social media, they're delusional, but they don't represent every single Arsenal fan. So when you say Arsenal, no, the delusional Arsenal fans, not the sensible ones, the delusional ones that need to chill. Sharon, real Arsenal is back. Robbie looking at his back.
Bro, AFTV is gonna be lit.
It's gonna go off. It's gonna go off, man. Blaze A. HH Liverpool did a little bro to Arsenal as future UEL winners. Semis in the trophy, no Salah and VVD against Arsenal's strongest team. Yeah, still snatched Arsenal's only chain for this year. I mean, look, Mike, how much do you think this affects Arsenal, and how much of a boost do you think this is for Liverpool with the whole Salah tax?
I think for Arsenal's case, it's probably a bigger blow. I can't lie, because they haven't been playing well recently. I think it just showcases that they really need to spend some money in this transfer window. They need to get somebody. They need to get some injection into the attack. I think that's what they played good football. Like, nobody can deny. They played really good football in the first half. They were absolutely dominant. But you don't have a clinical striker or anybody clinical where you're like, if he gets the ball, he's going to score.
Yeah.
I don't see it with Arsenal. For Liverpool, I don't know, man. All I want this season is just a trophy and back to Champions League football. That's all I want. I'm not expecting the Premier League. If we win the Premier League, dear Lord, I'm going to be so shameless. But yeah, look, we're having a great season. So
Mike, especially that being number 20. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus.
Shout out to your boy, Jess3. Some were saying Klopp out last season. Yeah, I did. Wait, who the hell was saying Klopp out?
I can't lie.
Starting with you. You were the one that
I can't lie. I can't lie.
Wait, Mike was there. Thank you, Mike.
Brighton game where we lost 3-0. I was like, I thought this guy was done. The team was done.
NDI, Saucy Barker must be doing this on purpose. Look, he's playing badly. So is Martinelli. So is Trossard. So are so many other people. But you know what the issue is? It's now. Saka didn't tell you that he was the best player in the world. Arsenal fans did. So I think that blame those, because for me, Saka, he was a quality player. But I never said, oh, this is one of the best young players in the world. I never said that. Even when he was balling last season, I just said, oh, what he's doing for Arsenal is amazing. But let's now chill and relax. This ain't Lamine Yamal. This ain't Vets, who are like, okay, these are one of the best players in the world for their age group. No. Money Mace, what are you saying, bro?
It's Madridista, please. It's Madridista. Nah, listen. Bro, today's enough to make anyone go on loan. YSK, if you have any plane tickets, I'll join you.
Build the wall. Build the wall.
Build that wall. Build that wall.
Flying over the wall. Honestly, today's just killed me. Today's actually just killed me. Because you know what the thing is, losing games the way we lost today, it hurts more than it hurts the most. When you know you should have won and you still lost. That's what hurts. In terms of Kai Havertz, I don't know what to say. I'm just mentally tired, man.
Okay. Shouldn't you put more blame on Arteta than Havertz? Because as I said again, a brick is a brick is a brick. Because Havertz didn't point a gun to Arteta and said, no, sign me. Arteta went out and signed him.
Not a single member of the Arsenal fan base asked for this guy. It was the most random signing of the summer. It made zero sense. The only signing that was probably worse than this was Mount to Man United, and that's because Mount is like slightly worse than Havertz. That's it. But we should have never bought him. It just makes no sense, because if we had, I wouldn't even say a clinical striker, just a competent striker today. First half finishes 2-3-0. If we just had a competent striker,
for sure,
every time he gets in the box, too many touches, hangs onto the ball for too long. Like, Arsenal fans tried to come with me on the physicality stuff. He doesn't even win his headers. So, what does he do? I mean, whoever called him German Zidane deserves to never watch football again.
Shout out to Abdullahi. Shout out to Abdullahi, man. Shout out to Abdullahi.
Yeah, I mean, and in terms of Bukayo Saka, I mean, his Nigerianness is shining through now. We tried to fight.
Okay, no, come on. Wait, hold on. You can't do that. Okay, shout out to JJ. You're not going to disrespect JJ. You will not disrespect JJ. No, but look,
I suggest you look at your
and also, sorry, he's English. Okay, so once he signs off, I don't want to hear anything Nigerian about Bukayo.
No,
he is
Nigerian.
Churchill. He's Winston Churchill right now. No. But anyways, seriously though, do you blame Arteta in terms of not resting him and just playing him, especially when he was out of form last season?
I blame him for not buying anyone. Like, last season, I understand it. Like, Reece Nelson. Okay, Reece Nelson's he's energy, but he's not going to give you anything on the ball. I understand why you played him so much last season. This season, there was no excuse. You should have bought someone. Mohamed Kudus was right there. Mohamed Kudus was asking to go to Arsenal Football Club. He was 40 million. It was right there, and it makes perfect sense because he plays every position in the front line and number 10. It made perfect sense. And Mikel said, no, I'll buy Havertz for 30 million more.
You see, now that's disgusting. The fact, if you're saying that Kudus was available and he said, no, I went for Havertz, that is disgusting.
Kudus was asking for a move to one of Liverpool, Chelsea, and Arsenal. Arsenal being the first choice because Liverpool had already bought Szoboszlai, they had Nunez, Gakpo, Jota, Diaz, so many attacking guys. And Chelsea already spent so much money in that summer window. We were the only ones that had an actual reason to go for him because we'd only bought Rice at the time. And what happened? We went and we bought Havertz, who was basically double his price. I don't know what more we can do. I told you on the last stream HH I was on, if we're a serious club, pre-agreement, sack him and look for managers at the end of the season. We keep him until the end of the season and sack him. Because there's no point sacking him now. There's no one available right now for us. There isn't. But we go on a pre-agreement. We tell you, we don't care what you're doing. We don't care what you win at the end of the season, you're sacked. Because I know for a fact, if there is even the slightest chance Roberto Di Matteo flukes a UCL, we will keep him and it will just pull us back even further.
Actually, no, hold on. That's interesting. So if he does a Di Matteo and wins the UCL, would you keep him or you'd still sack him?
Me personally, no. I think we'd have to sack him because what he's shown right now is that he can't compete on multiple fronts, which is what the ambitions of this football club is, to compete on multiple competitions. With us, he prioritizes one thing.
Elijah, what are you saying?
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I sound worse than yesterday. Personally, today, a good gift. It's been a rough morning. But shout out to the boys in the Discord. So
you're still struggling with the flu.
I'm still struggling with the flu, but my grandmother passed away this morning.
Oh man, sorry.
Oh,
Condolences, bro.
shit.
Condolences.
Condolences, my brother.
Oh, watching this game just took me away from that, and the guys in Discord have been a big help. So, shout out to you guys.
Shout out to the guys in Discord.
I got some stats that was very, very interesting. Liverpool have won 4 out of the last 5 games against Arsenal at the Emirates. The aggregate is 11-3.
What? 11-3?
Yes. At the crib, And this is a club that's supposed to be winning the league. It's supposed to be the pride of London. It's peak. It's peak. I see now I'm starting to if you could pull up my AVI, this is what Arteta is cooking. This is what he's cooking. This is what bro is cooking. This is a disgrace.
Elijah, is he cooking like a white woman?
I think so. No seasoning, no salt.
It's like white women cooking, and even they cook better than him. Come on.
Well, it depends on which coast you're getting. If you're getting southeast, so Louisiana, New Orleans type of cooking, that's different. But bro is cooking, in I don't know, Vermont. Bro's cooking raccoons.
Oh wow.
I don't know.
Wait. What's it called? Possums. Possums.
That's a Monday thing.
That's about it. Shout out to my trailer park farmer. So,
but this is supposed to be a club that wanted to win trophies. I saw a tweet from Expression saying, Arsenal wanted to wear white as Real Madrid, but ended up being Real garbage. That's wild. That's very, very Spurs fans are now shameless because of your performances. That's very, very disgusting. Another stat is Arsenal have lost consecutive home games by a margin of 2+ goals for the first time since May of 2009, where they got pumped by United and got owned by Chelsea 4-1.
So Elijah, again, I'm gonna keep on asking this thing. So after you've read all those things again, was last season an anomaly?
That's you know what?
Because the thing is that if I say yes, but if I say people say, "Oh, I'm being disrespectful." Because when you just look up all those stats and everything, and you just look at how far Arsenal have fallen and how much they have so regressed as opposed to last season, my feeling is that it was an anomaly where they just caught fire and it's like, wow, you're not supposed to be here. Okay, you're here now. Win this damn league. But if you fail to win this, because the assumption was like, oh no, we've arrived. Arsenal down here. We're now in the caucus. No. No.
The thing is, for me, in terms of Arsenal, I think Arsenal were ahead of schedule last year. Can we say that? Ahead of schedule is more the easier term than an anomaly. An anomaly is Leicester. An anomaly would be, would Blackburn count as an anomaly? I don't know, but
yes. Yeah. They weren't consistent title challengers.
They were consistent before and afterwards. But for me, I just don't know. It's really disappointing to see. Here's another question I want to ask: is Arteta losing the locker room?
No.
I want to ask Arsenal fans this question. is Mikel Arteta losing in the locker room. Remember, this is a club legend. You know,
He's not a club legend.
He's not a club legend. Arteta is not a club legend.
No. This is not me saying this. This is what I see on the internet.
I don't think I know an Aston who says Arteta is a club legend now.
They've had Vieira and Bergkamp. Arteta, seriously?
No.
Thank you for asking my question. That's just what I was asking because that's what people were saying.
You see, for me, the reason why I don't think he's lost the dressing room is because of the nature of this dressing room. It's a very young dressing room, and the dynamics are different from, let's say, what the Chelsea dressing room was around. When I just look at those players and their personalities and just what they are and how young they are, I think they are 100% behind Arteta, and I think those players, they're disappointed in themselves. For me, I feel like we've let down Arteta. Because this guy has gone to back for us, put us out there. He's never put any of us to shame. He's always, even if when we've played badly, he's never hung us out to dry, which is what Mourinho always used to do, hence the mutiny. So they're like, no, the players are like 100, they're 1,000% behind him.
But here's my thing. When I watched this game, but we didn't really, I'm not even going to lie to you, HH. Besides Trent hitting the post in the first half, which I believe should have went in, we didn't show up until the last 10 minutes. Yeah. Arsenal fell apart in 10 minutes. That's embarrassing. It's just really, really sad to see. What really blew my mind was the first goal, because it seemed that Luis Diaz and Darwizi were lined up together, and then all of a sudden they pull away. And Kyriar is just standing there exposed, and he's the one that gives the own goal. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Oh, no, but see, my thing though is that, look, it's an own goal. It happens. React. Like that's where character comes from. It happens. You're at home. You're 1-0 down. React. But because Arsenal don't have character, I knew the moment Liverpool scored that goal, it was over.
Yeah.
Because Arsenal were like, because they have no character, they were like, oh my God, we've done all this stuff. We're goal down. Oh my Lord. And they just didn't have it anywhere with to come back. So let me come to AR. So AR, I don't know why it says loan agent, because AR, I know you're an Arsenal fan, so I don't know why it says loan agent there, bro. I think stick with your damn team. I stuck with my team in 12th.
Isn't he the guy who said, like, we want Bayern, we want Madrid, like a super chat or something?
I believe it might be. So AR, talk about Arsenal.
Can you hear me yet?
Yes.
Okay, as always, it's a pleasure to be on here. Happy New Year, lads. Look, just to get straight to the point, look, I think Arsenal and Arteta were a little bit lucky last season in terms of the teams we played and the fixture suited us. Now, back to the main thing. Look at HH. The whole thing is, you mentioned it before, it takes character, talent, and you mentioned the third point. I forget what it was. But
so supposed to say character, personality, talent.
Personality and talent, correct. And with Saka, we lost an edge, and without Partey, we don't really have a rhythm. Now, credit to Liverpool. Now, I saw the game differently. They came in, they did what all well-coached and experienced teams with experienced players do in big moments. You know, they had a game plan, absorb the pressure, first 20, 30 minutes, stay compact together and just hit them with the counter and take your chances. Now, it took maybe the last 8 minutes where they stepped up a gear, and I was like, oh my God, okay, so they've had this in the locker. But Arteta, he needs to hand in the fob, hand in the badge and the resignation letter. And I don't need a month's notice from this fella, right? Because, look at 1 win in 7, 3 goal difference to Chelsea in the Premier League. He's out of ideas. He's got a goalkeeping debacle at the moment, and we've got a left-back issue, and he went out and loaned out Tierney. So what the hell are we doing, right? We've got Zinchenko, Havertz, who some people compared to Dennis Bergkamp. Ballon d'Or, second place, Dennis Bergkamp. If people don't know who Dennis Bergkamp was a ball, I'm sure HH would agree. Jorginho, Vieira, Nuno Tavares, Willian, and El Neni still here. What? And people are telling me we're going to challenge for the league. Like we bring in Declan Rice, and they say we've upgraded. No, we just replaced one player for another. We've no depth at all. I'm looking at Aston Villa yesterday. They're bringing on the bench, and I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? But look. This whole I was at the West Ham game there on the 28th, and then I was at the Fulham game 3 days later, and it's like nobody mentioned the credit that like you have to give to West Ham. They put on a clinic from the start to finish. They were well drilled. So like when an Arsenal player came on to say attack on the wings of Saka, Like two players would come out, then two players would shift to the left side to block the spaces. It was a clinic, and like nobody noticed it. Fulham took that DNA, brought it in, and then it's like they kept the best players for the second half because Arsenal are a very athletic team. We could beat them last year with our like athleticism, but this year it's not there with Partey. So look, season's done, and I'm very happy for this. Now, I did mention that, like, I still think we'll do well in the Champions League. It suits us, and
Yes.
I thought it would take like a Bayern or say us to meet a Barcelona for me to see that if we have the character, if we've gone up a stage. But Arteta isn't the guy, unfortunately, and the Premier League isn't that good, lads. It's a farmers' league, man.
Wait,
I was
AR.
at
Wait,
Barcelona
AR,
with
because you said that, okay, Arteta's not the guy, then who do you hire?
That's the problem. We've missed the boat because I had hopes of like an Ancelotti or someone like that, with experience. Because I feel like we're overcoached now. The players just know.
Too
Okay, I
tactical.
know I have to pass into the wing. I have to invert. Like I feel like the players need to be kind of let loose, kind of off the chain, play with expression, just like go out there and play. I feel like we're too structured at the moment, and like in games like this, like okay, we're stuck for a goal. You're gonna bring on Trossard for Martinelli or bring on Gabriel Jesus for a Trossard. It's the same. Like every coach knows what we're gonna do. Like there's nothing. It's predictable, And yeah, so just to bring back to another point. Sorry, I digress. So I was at the Barcelona and Girona game in I think November, December, and my God, they have this like winger Kuto or fullback, great football. I was at Bayern Munich v Hindenburg there, November, brilliant football. Like it's only in the Premier League where everyone's playing Pep style. How are we going to beat Pep if everyone's playing Pep football? But yeah, we're shite. And
but yeah, even to that point, I think even Michael raised a point that Pep has sort of gone beyond that. So the funny thing is that Arteta is still doing what Pep was doing like 2 or 3 years ago, and Pep has now brought in centre backs completely in his backline, and now brought in a Haaland as well. So Pep even knew that I think I've got to sort of evolve or tweak things. But for Arteta, and here's the key thing, we're seeing it with Javi as well. Management is extremely hard. It's very hard. And the issue is for Arteta, you're simply seeing that you simply do not have the experience. And your lack of experience is showing because what experience shows, okay, once you hit a brick wall, what's your plan B? What's your plan C? Do you know how to squeeze out wins? How do you coach the best players? And the key thing, and this is the most important thing, is talent ID and buying the right players that you need. Because 60 million is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. So is 100 million. 160 is a lot of money. Because for that kind of money, are you sure that 100 was right for Rice? 60, we know as damn wasn't right for freaking Havertz, where you needed just a cold-blooded finisher. But even beyond that, it goes back to coaching. Because when you're looking at young players, see, 26, 27, it's down to you. Figure it out because you're old enough. If you're 20, 21, 22, you need coaching. You need guidance. So for someone like Saka and Martinelli, who are still young players, why have they regressed so much? So their regression as young players, I'm looking at the coach as to why have these guys regressed.
Also, AJ, if you look at the teams that have actually beaten Pep to a league title in the last, say, since 2010, let's say that like that, it's been coaches who have played completely different football to what Pep plays. You can't beat Pep playing like Pep. Like, that's been shown in any league title. Like, Mourinho played different football, Conte played different football, and Klopp played different football.
Even the Tottenham coach plays different football. Like, you know what I mean? It's a different brand. It's like it offers something different. So it's you have to prepare different and set up different. But if you're going to come and prepare and set up how I set up my team last year, you're just making it easy for me. That's that's just my whole view on it. And just another point, because I've been at a couple of games this season. I've had the opportunity now because of work. There's something going on with I think our fan base is split on the goalkeeping decision. Because when Raya was on and he's made a couple of saves, there's actually fans booing him. So it's getting out of hand. So, and I do feel, well, I wouldn't say like he's lost the dressing room, but I'd say, deep down some players that, they're talking to each other saying, hey, what's going on? I came on, I did well, I'm getting dropped. Here's Eddie Nketiah, comes on, plays a full stinker for 95 minutes, can't get a goal, no shots on target. He's clearly run out of credit there because he's not doing that call me thing anymore. And Do you know what I mean? Like, and then Trossard plays one game. Look, we're trash. That's all. Yeah, thanks.
Okay,
Will. Have a good
hold on.
night.
Let me come to Waske, then to Barry, then Vibe, then Apply. Waske, what do you say? And thank
Yo, that API.
Yeah, good. I can even. Oh, wait. Hold on. What is this?
That's you.
On guys, it's premiering on the Cartoon Network soon. It's on the Actually, no, it might be on Nickelodeon. I don't know. Couldn't afford Disney Channel, so we had to sell for less. Sorry, what were we saying, Hitchers?
Thoughts, Arsenal and Liverpool. Thoughts on the game.
Thoughts. Yes. Bro, when a club employs a guy, a supposedly a striker, who came on public media and said that his thing is not goal scoring.
That's crazy, bro.
I'd sack the guy on the spot. I'd fire him on the spot. I'd rather go into a season without a striker.
No. Basically, Waske, it promises that my thing isn't fixing toilets, bro. It's not like that's not. I don't do that. I'm a plumber, but toilets, that's not my thing. Like, I don't do toilets, but I'm a plumber, by the way. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. Arsenal is just it's a weird case. And I had a few guys you mentioned that was last season a fluke.
No, because you have to use the right words. Anomoly. Because fluke is like, oh no, you played well, did it? Like Leicester City was not a fluke. It was an anomaly. So for Arsenal, with all they did, was it an anomaly? But no, you are not consistent guys in a title race in the same way that Liverpool are.
Yeah, no. So we'll see what. I think you'd have to wait till the end of the season to see where they finish. Just because they could end up finishing second, and then that's a consistent result in a way, but it's not what they want. Obviously, they won the league title, I'd imagine. Bro, these guys don't have. They need a striker first of all. They need a striker. They need some kind of creative midfielder other than Odegaard. Jorginho is not. I'm sorry, J5 is not. It's not going to win you no league, bro. Like, he's not going to win you no league.
No.
And Rice has a specific role. He's not the type of player to carry a midfield to a league title. But the most important thing for these dudes is a goal scorer. They need a killer up front. Like, they need a goal scorer, bro.
Yeah.
A clinical striker. And they failed. Bro, how do you hire? You sign a supposed striker from that bum ass brothel club down the road, and you play him out front for a few games, and then you convert him to a left back, and then you play him up front again. You can't. It's not. It doesn't. It's not serious. Like, these guys are not serious. You had to sign a quality goal scorer. Even a half decent goal scorer would have been good enough. I mean, these two are trash. Jesus is trash. Havertz is dog shit. Martinelli, of course, we all know. Wait, was
Vlahovic available, or did Juve say piss off? Was he available? Because Vlahovic,
he's not gonna leave.
He's signing a new
No.
contract.
Yeah.
No, Vlahovic. I mean, shout out to Vlahovic, man. He's happy to go through the whole court proceedings and everything with Juve. So fair enough. You want to work with criminals? It's all right.
Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to my boys, man. But how much do you think this affects Arsenal? Because I'm getting deja vu vibes in terms of what happened last season.
No. The last season. No, see, nothing. The downfall of last season. It can't happen again purely because 93% still exists. That exists, HS. That it can't get worse than 93%. Like, you can't lead the league for 93% of the duration of the league and then losing in the last 7%. That's doy. That's doy. So it can't get worse than that. But the expectation was, and I know you have a difference of opinion on this, but when you finish second in the league, the next objective is to win the league. Like, I don't know if I know maybe a small club like Chelsea they might aim for finishing second again, but like if you're claiming to be a big club,
but what if last season was an anomaly? Why should the expectation be to win last year? If that was an anomaly, like I get it, in normal proceedings, you finished second, expect to now win. But as we're seeing from this season in how their season is now unraveling and how their players have regressed, it seems that if last season was an anomaly, which you should have taken advantage of. Take advantage of, like, we're not supposed to be here, but we're here now. Win the league. Wow, we now have a league title because you're not going to be back here next season.
But they just don't have the personality to do that. Like they don't have the leaders in the locker room to do that. You know, forget about the FA Cup. Cup games are weird. Like you can be the best team in the world and have an off day and you get knocked out of Cup. That's not. But a league, you need consistency, and these dudes have shown everything but that. I don't know who brought this thing up of that clown Saka being world class. I don't know.
It was delusional Arsenal fans. Delusional Arsenal fans.
I don't know where that came from because we know what his origins are. So that doesn't.
I mean, there's the same country that gave us kind of Wanko, JJ, or Kocha.
His origins. Yeah, no. Listen, shout out to AK by the way. The first thing I heard rolling up this stream is him singing. You might have a chance at Lagos Got Talent, but I know.
Thank you.
I know Saka for a fact failed that competition. Well, I don't know what the talent is, bro. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this guy and
he's Waske. He's from England, so judge him on English talents. Nigeria watched the hands
I didn't see a difference between him and Anthony.
He's English. He's English, bro.
Could you imagine if he had his origins and he wasn't anywhere near England? Where would he be then? I don't know. If he didn't have a British passport, I don't know what league.
Okay, you know what? Barry, talk to me about this. Barry.
Yeah, can you hear me, bro?
Yes, sir.
All right. Before I speak on Arsenal, I want to give props to Liverpool because in the first half they were horrible. Second half it wasn't that much better, but the substitutions and what you said before, personality and character, they showed up. I gotta give props to Liverpool, and we'll see how it goes from then on. And for Arsenal, I think you're a bit too harsh when it comes to last season was a fluke because hear me out on this. During the Arteta era, I've seen progression, like back-to-back season finishing 8th. The next season, they almost made the Champions League. But then the next season, they bottled the league. But I think they should have been in the better position, but they played their cards the wrong way during the transfer window.
No, but isn't that a massive jump of literally bottling top 4 in the last day to now almost winning the league? That's a huge leap.
I mean, I don't think so because like I kind of held high. I kind of hold them to a certain standard where you have progression and then like top 4. Next step is challenge for the league. But then it was a situation where you got your Liverpool who was on a down year, Chelsea. So like it was just you and City, and then unfortunately you went down. But the way they really did wrong during the transfer window, like Havertz, I'm sorry, that wasn't necessarily the move you needed. Because every time I've spoken about Arsenal, I said you need a striker. My first suggestion was Luis Openda because obviously Osimhen was there, but he was gonna go for like 150, 160. Luis Openda had a great year in Liga last season, and he went for 40 million for Leipzig, and he's one of the best players in Bundesliga this year. That would have been an option. Declan Rice is a good player. No 100 million in my opinion, but you lost with Declan Rice in there. You lost a piece with dynamism with Saka and Partey, and that's missing. And like I just think they played their cards wrong, and then you see the repercussions. Like Saka, he's a very good player, but you needed more depth. Also, that's what you need.
And also you needed competition as well. Like for Saka, you need someone to compete with him. And in the midfield, you lost Xhaka, you didn't replace him. Because the thing with Xhaka is that they didn't sell him. Saka wanted to do. So he wasn't pushed as Xhaka just wanted. And for me, I always ask this though, why did Xhaka want to leave though? Because it seems weird to leave a team. Now, maybe I think it was because of his wife or something. But basically, that was a massive loss because Xhaka works perfectly for Arsenal and that's midfield.
Yeah, for sure. But for Arsenal, like I think they would have been in a way better position if they played their cards the right way during the transfer window because there was there was the blueprint for progression and maybe Chance City because the City that I see this year is still a very good team, but I don't see the dominant vibe that I feel with them, the fear that they cause to the Premier League. I don't see that this year, but you know, they only have themselves to blame. And Liverpool, it's a big W, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Vibe, talk to me, bro, and then I'll come to Abdullah.
Yeah. So on the question that you had asked if last season was an anomaly, I actually think that it was an anomaly because the other teams did slip up a lot. And I think it was a chance for Arsenal to really like grab the title away from the obviously away from Manchester City. But this season is completely different. You see Liverpool and Klopp 2.0, basically the rebuild happening, and many of the teams have really started to play much better than last season. And I think it's just the progression that's happening with Arsenal. And last season they just saw a moment where all the other teams played horribly, and that was the season where they could have, I don't know, maybe won the title. And I think it is because of that you have a lot of deluded Arsenal fans who have hyped up a lot of their players because of last season, because of the fact that they had a lot of points and they did come second. But players like Saka, who is not world class, I think it's just because of hype. I'm seeing on Twitter like he's being compared to Bale at the age of 21. I mean, are you serious?
No, but Vibe. You see, you have to just you have to put it's deluded Arsenal fans because there are bunch of Arsenal fans who overrates all of their players. I swear,
Exactly.
not all Arsenal fans are like this. Just the crazy
I know.
ones.
Yeah, yeah, and with respect to Arteta, I think it's him not making the right signings. Like, look at the players that they've signed. Like, it's been Trossard. Then you have what Kivior. Then who else? Who else have they signed recently? I
Timber.
mean, Timber. Yeah,
But obviously he's been injured, so
yeah. But have they signed any good player? Like any world class? Like as mentioned before, bona fide player?
I'm
No.
okay. Do for his position? Do you classify Rice as world class?
Okay. I mean that's currently on the basis of the past few games, he hasn't been playing up to his mark, but he is he is a step below world class. I think he can get there. I think that's the same case with a lot of these players. They're very young. They've got a lot of potential. They can grow, but it's a matter of getting the right player who already has enough experience to take that team up. You know, and I think also Arteta is trying to lose the fans a lot as opposed to Klopp. You know, last season Klopp had a really a bad season. He did lose some of the fans, but you see what he's done from I think exactly 1 year ago when we were 10th to right now being first. That just shows the effect of that he has. And you know that if he has a fallout with the owners, you know the fans are gonna get behind him always. So
I mean, but how much of a boost do you think this win is for Liverpool, specifically
of
the way
course,
they won without Salah?
yeah, that's the biggest thing. And you see, there's no Van Dijk, there's no Salah, there's no Endo. Endo has been
No Szoboszlai, yeah.
no Szoboszlai as well. So I think they played well. I mean, there are big mistakes that happen, with Nunez and how he's a bit of a Charles Darwin right now. I mean, we wait to see his the good things from him. But yes, one more question I wanted to ask is, um, if you see the way Arteta has actually progressed Arsenal a little bit in the sense that he has made them title contenders, he's tried to make them title contenders, and he has got them into the Champions League. If you do plan to sack him, then what other manager is there?
Someone more experienced.
Yeah,
Someone literally just so trust me, you can almost pick anybody with just someone with more experience because the fact with Arteta, he's done well, but he's still Pep's side chick. He's still copying Pep, and this is his first major coaching managerial job. So if you're to sack him, there are better suitors out there, namely people with better experience who can get much better results out of this team.
all right. Yeah, I mean that's fair. Yeah, that's fair to say. And
So wait, also let me go to Abdullah. What are you saying, bro? Of this game, Arsenal Liverpool.
AJ, we were here last year. Shout out to people in the chat, in the chat, and the people in the panel. AJ, I said it last season. Arteta is not the one that can win Arsenal the league. It's gonna be there. They have the players for me, but I think what they are lacking is a manager who have the know-how how to win the league, who has been there before. People say Gabriel Jesus is Gabriel. The reason, see, people need to understand something. Pep came out and said it. He wanted to mold Gabriel Jesus as a striker. Gabriel Jesus comforted Pep and tell him, I'm not a striker. Do not play me there. I want to play as a winger. How can you be daft to tell Pep Guardiola you want to play as a winger? That's being daft. Because we know Pep. He wants to mold, Pep wanted to mold him as a number 9. You can be my number 9. I do not want to go to the market and buy a number 9 anymore. But you walk it on and tell him, I don't want to be a number 9, I want to play as a winger.
So knowing this, why? So Arteta, so where are your finishers then? So Jesus says that he can't finish. You're not seeing that in Ketia was a popular match, and I'm like, you and I know how garbage Havertz was. So you want to now win a title from Man City, and you go into a new season without a bona fide clinical finisher. How does that work?
I see, in as much as people might clown me, might say a lot of things about me, I've said it to a lot of things about Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is like American weather. August, September. Kai Havertz! Everybody shouts.
Yo, what?
Hold on.
August, September.
Like, what in God's
Yo.
name?
Wait.
No, that's getting clipped. I'm lying, that's getting clipped.
I've clipped that. I've clipped already.
I'm using that.
From August to September.
Wait. I'll Blacky. Can you please tell me who was the individual that's called Havertz German Zidane?
I said it here that yes, I rated Kai Havertz.
I'm like, who said? Did you? So you said you called him German Zidane? Yes.
I called him. Yes, I know. I called him,
Good.
and I'm telling you, and I'm saying the same thing right now. I'm telling you right now. Yes, in as much as I rate Kai Havertz highly, Kai Havertz wants to play football as if it's his own domination. I think it's his own place. I'm like, hold on a minute. The Havertz I watched in Leverkusen and the Havertz I watched in Chelsea, they're a different type of a player, because Havertz in Chelsea is like Chicago's weather. August and September, he fly out. Everybody shout Kai Havertz, the best player in the world. He goes. He will never come back until December. Havertz, that's what they do. Then he will come back to play in March.
I still don't get the joke. It just makes no sense.
That's got to be on the intro, bro. That's got to be on the intro.
Wait, Havertz. Wait. What does that even mean? It makes no sense.
We're 1 week into 2024.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Wait, I don't get.
days.
Wait, Streets, do you get the joke? I don't get the joke. What do you mean by Kai Havertz? Who says that?
I will get it. What I mean is, when you look at the way Kai Havertz play and the way Arsenal fans has been having a go at Chelsea, in terms of we said them Kai Havertz, I'm like, hold on, is this same Kai Havertz who was in Chelsea, or is it a different player? And they kind of they even have a song for Kai Havertz. I'm like, you have a song for someone? Excuse me, Havertz for a song for you? You know what player he is?
Did you know that I can't unsee this now? I can't unsee this. Like now, when I don't see all I just Havertz. I can't unsee this, so I can't unsee it. Kai Havertz. No. God, look, man. Okay. How much? Okay, first thing, how much do you think this boosts Liverpool mentally? How much do you think this affects Arsenal? Keep in mind that they play Palace next Saturday.
Let me go with Liverpool first. The way Liverpool play today, Jake, I think if I'm a Liverpool fan, I am worried because we see that they can't play without Mohamed Salah. People might talk a lot about Salah. We know how we.
But remember, Jota wasn't playing in the first half, though.
Yes, but
I know Gagakpo is a moron. So
yes, but again, we know how many points Mohamed Salah has won for Liverpool. Him single-handedly, just him only. We know how good of a player Salah is, and they're gonna miss him because he's in AFCON right now. Whoever wants to play Liverpool now, as long as you are good defensively, you will beat Liverpool. Just take your chances. You beat them. You will beat them because if you're clinical enough to play Liverpool, you're gonna beat them. It's all about you having your chances and taking your chances. As long as you take your chances, you're gonna beat them.
So and what about Arsenal? How much does it affect them?
But again, we've seen this scenario last season with Arsenal. Coming to the season, Mikel Arteta that people were even comparing Martinelli, Bukayo Saka, and Odegaard to BBC. Karim Benzema.
Okay, actually, can you say CBB rather? Just say
Yeah,
CBB.
BBC, the Benzema.
I was gonna say
and Bale.
You might be saying BBC News Company.
I was Arsenal fans comparing
what
Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, and Odegaard to BBC of Madrid. That's been dumb. That's dumb. Hello.
Wait, hold on, because we have to. So shout out to your boy Bemiro Omokayode, who says Klopp and Simeone had a less budget and one more because they're better managers. They're better managers, better coaches, so they can do more with less. So look, I have to go. I remember, guys, we have a hangout later tonight, man. So
I'm sorry, I can't see that super chat and remember that guy saying Werner is a 10. I'm sorry.
Okay. But before we go though, Abdullah, you have to give us one last Havertz before you go.
Come on.
Abdullah, one last time. Abdullahi, one last time. Havertz, one last time before you go.
Havertz is my guy, but he's been stinking up the place, man. Relax.
No, just say Havertz one last time. The streets will just say Havertz. Go for it.
In the sharpest out of you. God bless.
Abdullahi, no, come on, don't do that. Come on, the streets. They just want just to say Kai Havertz.
For
go
the
for it.
streets, Abdullahi, for the streets.
For the streets.
See, Havertz is like American weather. I've said it for a very long time. His name is Kai Havertz, and people say a lot of things about him. I know what kind of player he is. Very simple. August to September, people shout, it's Congo, the best player in the world. Kai Havertz! That's what people say. Good move, please.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we're out. Okay, we're out. Guys, I'll see you later tonight, but peace out.